Good evening, everyone.
Hello. Yeah, it's Friday, me.
I don't know what day it is. He don't.
Hello.
What did you do on Wednesday? You shared Friday's one out.
Yeah.
So it's nothing afresh. Oh dear me! I thought I were one that were going senile or whatever, but obviously not. So yes, welcome to Friday live stream. So I've still got I've got about 3.5 minutes ad me.
I didn't get one ad.
Oh dear. Hiya, Steve.
Steve-o.
So yes. Chris is forgetting it was Friday. When it was Wednesday stream, it was sharing tonight's live stream out. Yeah. So basically he's lost the plot.
Lost it, never had it in the first place.
So yeah, and I thought I were the one on verge of senile dementia, you know what I mean? Hey ho. But how you doing, Chris? He went out today, Steve, and whilst he was on his way out to go filming and whatever, the bad weather came, unfortunately. Losing it? What do you mean you're losing it? You've lost it.
I know.
So yes, he's a marble short, let's just say, Steve. No, he didn't manage to get the drone out. I mean, it rained a little bit here this morning, and then it brightened up. He says, right, I'm going out. But whilst they were on the way to wherever they were going, the heavens opened up again.
It took it down.
So, yeah. But it did say on the weather forecast, scattered showers and some sunshine. So, we've had both.
Bit of both.
So, yeah. Plus, he's losing his marbles as well.
Yeah.
Or lost a marble, let's just say. Poor Chris. I don't think I feel I had to put up with him. But we all do things like that sometimes, It's like when I wake up in the morning and I have to think, what day is it today? I have to sort of, are we on Thursday or are we on Friday? Or are we actually on Saturday? You know what I mean?
It's live day, yeah.
So yeah, it's because of lockdown. I think it's driving everybody crazy. You know what I mean? It's not knowing what day it is and things like that, because every day's sort of like merging into one, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Because you do it same old every single day. But at least Chris gets to go out. I mean, when it's always in the morning.
Hey?
I think you mean when it's past. I am Jad. How are you?
Hey! Yes, when it's past.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It says, lols, you are saying is Jesus slid off his cracker? Yes, exactly. And another saying that we've got is not the sharpest tool in the toolbox.
I beg to differ.
Or lights us on but nobody's home.
They said they were going to call me Einstein when I was a kid, but they decided against it. I thought I might get picked on it.
And in very extreme cases, oh, I not say that because it's a bit, yeah. Anyway,
Moving on.
but yeah, you know, not the brightest. What is it? A knife short of cutlery, set of cutlery. Eh? What?
Really fine.
Yeah. Oh, you know, we're in Yorkshire, we say all sorts of things. So how's Amjad tonight?
Amjad.
What's the other one? Did I say Sam was short of a picnic?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did, my dear.
So, hey, Johnny Fab.
Fab's love. I do, Johnny lad.
So it's all right. We were just saying all sayings, Johnny, of what they have in Yorkshire about, you know, when you're not all together there, you know, sharpest tool in toolbox, sandwich short of a picnic. Hey, we've got Tracy in as well.
Hey, Tracy.
So yeah, Chris is losing the plot a little bit. He shared this stream out on Wednesday. Hey, we've got Hazy in as well.
Hazy Daisy.
So and you know, is the right in head, lad? No, he's a bit left in head. No, I was just saying all sayings, you know, he's not got all his marbles, he's a not sharpest tool in the toolbox, and you know, them sort of things. So yeah. But you know, I was just saying I thought it were me that had got senile dementia. But it's come out in sympathy with me.
I have.
So, does anybody fancy coming up on the panel? Say so, and I'll put the link in.
Question.
Yeah, a sandwich short of a picnic. I said that one.
Yeah. Pick on Pixie night tonight.
Yeah. A knife short of a cutlery set. But hey ho.
Hey ho.
Hey ho. So you know, I mean, we've all been in that position, you know, where you know, thick as two short planks. I forgot that one, Tracy.
I'm not that bad. I've got one plank.
Oh yeah. You know, I mean, there's you know, times he's gone out droning in his slippers. He actually went out droning and left drone at home. So, you know, then he locked himself out at car, and you know, it's been a slow process, this, you know, losing his marbles.
I left the camera other week, climbing up a great big chuffing mountain.
Too hot to handle all over 40s. So yes, I mean, you know, it can call me, but you know, he's sort of gone out to do his droning, looked down and realised he'd got his slippers on. You know, and then there were, you know, how long did you have to wait for AA? About 2 hours.
Like that. No, hour and a.
Yeah. So locking himself out at car, and what he'd done is he always like went round to back at car, not this car that we've got, the one that we had before, and set the drone up in the back of the car. Now, when he did that, he put his keys down on in boot. So without thinking, he just put boot down, not realising that his keys were in the boot, went out droning, went in his pocket and thought, hey, up, have I lost my keys somewhere? He must have gone a mile each way because he thought he'd dropped his keys somewhere. Got down on the floor, looked under the car and everything, and then realised it suddenly clicked that, oh, I know what I've done. I've left them in boot. So basically, as look at it, we were with the AA and he just rung them up, but we had to wait. Well, he did.
You're in house, oh.
So you're saying he bumps his head every day when he gets out of bed? You don't have to, Steve. Oh, back brace and hip brace holding me together. Oh. So you're letting it all hang loose, are you, Johnny? But, yeah. I mean, I suppose we've all sort of done these silly things, you know, at some point, you know. Me with pouring red hot to honeycomb in a plastic bowl and burning all my leg. So, hey ho, I'm not one to speak. He's on his third coat of WD-40. Well, I often say to Chris, he'll say, do you want some WD-40? I says, he got about a gallon, you know, a gallon jug on it. Glade relaxing zen. Ooh, is it?
How's it go?
Well, that's zen, isn't it? When you're going, No. So there's a question I've got to ask Tracy. Would you like to join me on Tuesday to make the flapjacks? I meant to ask you that yesterday, but my head were all over the place. So top and bottom of it is the recipe for the flapjacks that I'd got. It needs 40 minutes in oven. Now I found one that only needs about 15. So it's a lot simpler recipe. But I will be putting a few little extras in, if you know what I mean. So, well, Chris knows I always put sultanas. I might put some raisins in. I mean, flapjacks is that versatile that you can basically do. Yeah, she's on. Well, I sent you the recipe, didn't I? So, same as I say, I mean, you don't have to put the same things in as what I do, but I'm going to put some raisins and some sultanas. I'm going to put milk chocolate chips actually in the flapjack mixture and then top it with white chocolate. So, I mean, you don't have to do that. You know, whatever you like, you can add to yours, because that's the good thing about flapjacks. They're so versatile. You can basically chuck everything in. So, yeah. So I did send Tracy the recipe the other day, and I said I found a recipe that's a lot quicker cooking wise. So I know. Well, I'll let Tracy sprinkle some in yours then, Johnny. He says I've got something that you can sprinkle in it. So yes. So did you actually? This is the thing, Easy. I saw the video that you put up. Did you actually camp out in a hammock, or did you sort of just spend a few hours there, or did you sort of camp out all night? Or that's the burning question. Because I saw a video and it says camping out in an hammock, because I forgot what it was called now. I've been to sleep since then. So did you actually like camp out, or did you just do it for the purposes of the video, if you know what I mean? So
That's the question.
That's the question. That's the burning question.
Did you? Come on, we want to know, did you?
Hey, Trace, is something I will actually eat. But the thing is, Johnny, it's same as I've said, if she's gonna like make it for you, it might just be all like fruit. But I always put chocolate chips in mine and sultanas. I've got some raisins, so it's basically, you know, that versatile that you can chuck anything in, really. So it's sort of, once you've got the basic flapjack recipe, you know, you can basically put anything in them, you know what I mean? It's slightly herbal. Well, I knew already, Johnny, what you're on about.
A bad lad, that Johnny.
I know, he's a bad influence, isn't he? Oh dear. But you know, I mean, Tracy's quite welcome to put some in yours, but I won't be putting any in mine.
We don't do healthy stuff in this house.
I'm on about herbal stuff.
Oh. Yeah, we don't do healthy stuff in this house.
Yeah. Oh.
What's that?
I make enough for both, but yeah, Space Jacks. But what I'm saying, Tracy, is, I mean, you don't have to do exactly what I put in mine. You know, you can sort of, how can I put it, optimize, you know, to whatever you know, like, if you know what I mean. And that's oh, she's going to make two. I think she's going to make one for Johnny and then one for, yeah, I know what she means. So she's putting chocolate in theirs, but not putting chocolate in Johnny's. That, yeah,
basically one for Johnny.
Yeah, and one for
Tracy and Keena.
Yeah, but yeah, but when I saw that recipe, Tracy, I thought, I know you'd asked me ages and ages ago about doing it on a live stream. Oh, crab paste. Are you wakey, by the way?
Wakey.
It's all right. Oh, yeah. So yeah, so when I come across this other day, and I thought, well, it only takes 15 minutes to bake. We can have a bit of a chit chat while we let it cool down. But I always put white chocolate. If I put in milk chocolate in the flapjack recipe, I always top it with white chocolate, and vice versa. If I put white chocolate drops in it, I top it with milk chocolate. Well, you don't put flour in flapjacks anyway, Johnny. But yeah, so that's what I'll be doing on Tuesday evening. You know, I'll be doing flapjacks. I did send Tracy the recipe, but it sort of does say, you know, basically you can put nuts in it, you can put whatever you want in, really. You know what I mean? Dried cranberries, dried apricots. I even thought about putting some mascarano cherries, because I've got some in from when I made the farmhouse cake. But I thought, now it's going to be a bit, you know, a bit overpowering, what with raisins and sultanas and then chocolate drops. I thought it's going to be a bit too much. So yeah, so I thought better of it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we'll sort of just stick to the, you know, the basics, if let's just say. So yeah, so that I have done a thumbnail for it, because I sort of, you know, I were 99% sure that I were gonna make them Tuesday anyway. So how long it's been in cupboard. It's cleared out cupboard bag of basmati rice, tried it, and it nice. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about flapjacks. Basically, you can chuck anything you want in them, anything that takes your fancy, really. No, 2009. About 11 years out of date. It's still. And used it, and it's about 11 years out of date.
Well.
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Still use it after about years being out of date. He says, I've got some left, I'll send you some. No, thank you, Wakey. We don't eat a lot of rice. Thank you all the same. Looking out the door? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Always one in there.
Oh dear. And the reason why it's typical Wakey, that is, rather than throwing it out, you know.
Hey, where's that one now?
Johnny says, I clean my cupboards weekly, stock rotation. Obviously, Wakey don't.
It was once 11 years.
Yeah, every 11 years. It says it were at back behind some Tupperware. That's why he didn't come across it. It were hiding behind some Tupperware.
He'll tell us out.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And here's Callum. If it's coming up to use by date, he freaks out. Our Callum does. It be right, as they say in Yorkshire.
It be right, that.
Yeah. Get it down the neck.
It not there.
Yeah. Oh dear, he's ever such funny. Well, this all started when he used to do cookery at his old school, and then they were doing like, you know, health and hygiene and all this, that, and other. And he started like every single thing looking at use by dates and blah blah blah, and and he even says to me, like, you know, where I have the water, does water have a use by date? I says, Callum, I says, it's water. I says, it's hardly going to go off. Yeah. It's not so bad now, but for about a year or so, it were right, very, very pernickety, weren't he, about it? So yeah, you know, and then because sort of when I had my shopping, I ordered like bars of chocolates and chocolate chips and everything, because there's a bar of white chocolate in the fridge. He said to me today, are you using that bar of white chocolate? And I went, yes. I know what next question we're going to be, and you know, I says, do you think it wouldn't be there if I weren't using it? You know what I mean? That's why it's still in the fridge, because I'm using it. So I did courses many years ago when I used to cut up pigs. Sell by and use by are two different things, and often the use by is pure guesswork. Well, this is it, and that's what I kept telling our Callum, that is sort of just a what they suggest. You know, the use by date and the sell by date are two different things. So, you know what I mean? But so long as it's all right, because I mean, Chris ain't got no sense of smell. So, like, if like, let's say milk's coming up to its use by date or its sell by date, he always asked me to smell it. And I kept saying, it's all right. It smells all right to me. These sell by dates and use by dates, you know, are purely precautionary. You know what I mean? Milk don't have a chance to go off in our ass. You know what I mean? And it's like, even though like tin stuff, they've always got a use by date on it. But so long as the tin ain't opened, then you're all right. It's like why he can't stand being so close to his own feet. Oh, pardon me. Well, the story behind it, Wakey, is when he were a kid, he had a lot of ear infections. Now, that in turn sort of affected his sense of smell, because obviously ear, nose and throat are all connected. So, that's what's caused him to have only like 40% in, you know, he's like only got 40% hearing in one ear. You know, because he had a lot of ear infections, and obviously it affected, you know, his hearing and his sense of smell. So, blockage in the trinomial cavity. Then I don't know. But a few years ago, he had a grommet fitted in his ear. Cause
So where's Wallace?
Anyway, and what it was, the company that he used to work for, they used to have a like an annual yeah, like a medical every year. Now, obviously, Chris knew we were like had only got 40% hearing in one ear. So when he went for this medical, they says, you know, do you realise blah blah blah, your hearing in one ear is slightly reduced, blah blah blah, yeah. So they basically wrote to his doctor and said, you know, blah, one of your patients is can you make him an appointment? So anyway, Chris went to doctors and they says, they basically said it was like a glue ear, like fluid behind your eardrum. Well, a build-up of fluid behind his eardrum. Yeah. So anyway, next thing was they referred him to the hospital, and they in turn fitted a grommet. So after about a year, this grommet is supposed to fall out naturally. So it goes after about a year after he'd had this grommet fitted, he went back to hospital you know, to check, give him a checkup, and this grommet hadn't fell out. So basically they said, well, it's got to come out. And Chris thought, oh God, because they like put him to sleep when they put the grommet in. So he says, does that mean I've got to come in hospital and go under, you know, general anaesthetic and whatever again? So he says, no, he says, I'll just get an extra long pair of tweezers and I'll pull it out. And that's basically what they did.
Not a nice experience.
No. Anyway, so after he'd had this grommet took out, they tested his hearing again and said basically it hadn't done enough all. So that were a waste of time. So it basically went off through all that and it didn't do a thing. And the hospital said, well, there's nothing else we can do for you. The next step would be, if it does deteriorate somewhat, is to get an hearing aid. So, you know, it's not come to that yet. You know, it's not deteriorated in any. It's not deteriorated in any shape or form, so it's the same as it always was. So yeah. So obviously the damage were already done from when you were a kid, keep having ear infection after ear infection. It damaged his ears and sort of took away his sense of smell. There's certain like really strong smells it can well some of his farts, for instance.
Especially certain little cat.
And like if I'm doing baking and I use like peppermint extract, obviously you can smell that because that sort of
just to drain it.
Yeah, but that's what the grommet were for, basically, because they said he'd got a glue ear and a build up of fluid behind his eardrum or something, and that's what they fit a grommet for, basically to drain it. But anyway, it didn't work, so back to square one, as so to speak.
If I don't reply to you in chat, I can't hear you.
Or selective deafness.
No, I've got a selective deafness.
Yeah, same as Callum is as well.
No wrong with that. I've got to get a good excuse though.
Callum's been working on it since he was a kid. Yeah. You know what kids is like. They only hear what they want to hear. I'm just going to pour myself another lemonade out. So, and yes, it is lemonade. Look.
Fizzy vodka.
Yeah. What when it says diet lemonade on
Just on that as a cover up.
So, and I've got oh yeah, we're the one about the bags under the eyes or something. This stuff that she's used to. Amjad says he's going to watch Carla's video tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
I think it was some like some stuff that you put to extra to your bags or something. I don't know. I forgot now. I've been to bed since then. But you know how we were on about on Wednesday night about cats. Benny were on our bed all night last night. Luckily, it was curled up outside of Chris nearly all night. So yeah. Is there somebody scratching to come in, talk of the devil? Yeah, he must know we're talking about him. Hey, come in. You're going to be my co-host again?
Live on YouTube.
Benny. Hey, come in. Everybody wants to see you. Come on then. Oh, he's having a wash. He's making himself pretty before he comes on camera.
6 hours later, he decides to come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's making a move. Making a move. Can't you make your mind up? Come on then. Oh, you're wet. Is it raining?
Wherever he's sitting.
I allow my pet pillow on bed. He's called Fluffy. Yeah, it's slightly wet. I think it's been raining. Either that or it's raining. So yeah, he likes to make himself pretty to come on camera, don't you, Benny? You're not telling me you're camera shy, Benny. Ew, you've wet me. He's going out of camera shot now because I think he's a bit shy.
He's hiding, is he?
Yeah. Sorry, missed all that. I had to let Nell out and decided to make. Oh, yeah. Well, Benny's decided to come on me and co-host. He's drooling down me. I think it started raining because it's a bit wet. So it's been like that all day, on and off here. See, this is the only thing. It drools all down you. People don't want to see your backside, Benny.
What a shot.
No, he hadn't it, but so he has to drink plenty of fluids, does our Wakey.
I don't have my pet pillow on bed. He's called Fluffy.
Fluffy
the pillow.
Yeah. And somebody's digging their nails in. It says I don't drink so much to stay sober just in case it happens tomorrow or pa. Well, that's understandable. But yeah, it's been a funny old day today, hasn't it? Sunny. Then it were absolutely pelting it down, and then sun come back out, and Chris were getting a little bit frustrated with it.
So I just thought, sorry. Bit of sun, I'm off that.
He says, I can't see the chat on my computer, just my phone. Oh.
Who's that?
Steve.
Oh, very strange.
So yeah, I mean...
well, watch it on your computer, then type on your phone. Problem solved.
But it. Johnny says it.
It's it. Whack it one. Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. I think we're all three of them's in now, aren't they? It's Tucker's art.
Yeah, all three's in.
Yeah.
She's got Marty's on because I won't let her on me.
You could tell because it's getting a bit colder that they all wanted to stay in. But yeah, where are you going again tomorrow? When it's past.
When it's past tomorrow.
That's if weather's all right.
I might still go out anyway. And then on Sunday I'll be going to Mantor, hopefully with a camera this time.
Yeah.
And possibly with a drone because there's supposed to be hardly any wind up there.
Supposed to be, but what's supposed to be and what actually
is another matter, yeah.
And I understand your pain and all, Johnny.
Huh?
He says Wakey says give him an extra butt plug if he's frustrated. And Johnny says, way my hip and back feels, Wakey, I already got one installed.
Uh-oh.
And Wakey says, I know the pain. Johnny, I do and all.
We know sometimes.
Oh, that were I was gonna look for you today, weren't I?
What were you gonna look for today?
That thing that physio gave me for your hand. That support thing. But
I will survive.
Running about 23%. I think I'm on less than that. Oh dear! But I could tell that the weather and the temperatures changed because I mean, I was sat here today. I forgot what I was doing, and I could even hear my shoulder and my neck clicking. And it's like, you know, if I ain't got enough, Chris calls me. Well, put it this way: he calls me a pair of maracas because I crack that much. So,
well, you can crack a jack.
You know, but me shoulders and my neck started cracking and creaking now. I thought, well, probably get up one morning, my head's dropped off in the middle of the night. I'll get right to bed and leave my head behind a pillar. But hi, Laurie, how are you?
Hi, Laurie.
It's all right. We're talking about his aches and pains, Laurie.
As we know.
I says every time I move, I sound like a, well, not a xylophone. Chris calls me a pair of maracas. I'm one of the weird ones. Can't stand warm weather. This is just about perfect for me. But you see, I know when the weather starts turning a little bit, because during summer months, the aches and pains aren't as bad. But you know what I mean? The pain don't seem as bad in summer, but I can always tell when the weather changes or the temperature drops, because like last night, I don't know whether I'm coming out in sympathy with Johnny, but my hip and down back of my bum cheek were killing me. So I thought to myself, hey up, I can tell if it's going to rain because of my knees.
Is it already morning waking? Let me know.
Chris wants to know if it's going to rain in the morning. But I've got my co-host Laurie. This is Benny. Say hello to Laurie.
Hello, Laurie.
It was drilled all down my hand.
There's a dribble around.
But it's like, let's put it this way. When I get out of bed to go to the toilet, it takes me about 10 minutes to actually get out of bed and hobble across to the toilet. You know what I mean? I have a little bit of slight relief when I have a soaking bath because I put I haven't asked my knees if they will do long distance. But I bought some Radox muscle soak. Okie dokie then. You'll have to message me and remind me, Laurie, because I forget. So if it's 7 your time, 8, 9, 10, that's about midnight our time, isn't it?
What?
Laurie says, Jeanette, I'm going live at 7 Eastern tomorrow. Would love you to come on my panel. That's about midnight, isn't it?
Like that.
Yeah. So just send me a message or something, Laurie, and remind me. I've got a memory like a sieve. Yes. So yeah, I thought it were about midnight, Wakey. So but I mean, I'll come on, Laurie, but obviously I can't stop the entire thing because it's sort of going to be midnight our time. So I'll come on for a little while. So you know. Oh, I had a stroke, but I think it's my age. It's like you know, somebody can tell me something and then next day I forgot. So yeah, you know, hiya Gordo, how are you?
Gordo in the house.
Yeah, so I'll come up, Laurie. You know, there's no problem with that, but obviously for time difference and everything, you know, I can't sort of stay the entire stream. I don't sort of mind staying a little while. Wakey says, I have a memory like what were we talking about? Oh dear.
Good old Wakey.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, if you hadn't guessed, Laurie, Wake is one of the comedians of the group. But yeah, I'll come on with you, Laurie. So yeah, sort of my co-host, the strong silent type, aren't you, Benny? He likes to be not seen but heard. So let's just show Laurie. Oh, show everybody. You look, Benny. You look. He's hiding. He's shy. Say hello to everyone. I went, no, I'm shy. Say hello. This is Benny. This is eldest. We've got 3 cats, Laurie, and this one's oldest. $30. He says, I have memory loss. I go up to go to the toilet. Then when I get upstairs, I forget what I've gone up for. We don't have to go upstairs, Gordo, to go to the toilet because we've got one downstairs as well. So, but he's Nell enjoyed her pork roast with mashed carrots, cabbage. Gordo sulked a bit when I only gave her half the crack. Well, you promised her it all, Wakey, so there's no wonder she was sulking. So yes, you told us the other night that Nell likes you crackling. So you've gone back on what you said. You only get her off. He says I forget the downstairs toilet as well. Oh dear. I've got a wet patch now where he's drooled on me. He's a bit of yeah. He's a bit of a drooler, is our Benny. Oh, you cook live on Saturday. Oh, that'd be nice. Well, I've decided what I'm going to be making on Tuesday, Laurie. I'm going to be making chocolate flapjacks. Well, Tracy had asked me quite a while ago to do a live baking stream for flapjacks. Now, the recipe that I'd got needed 40 minutes in oven. Now, I found a different recipe and it only takes about 15 minutes. Oh, cherry pie. Ooh. So, yeah, so I'm going to be making chocolate flapjacks on Tuesday evening. So, yeah, and I've been scouring the internet thinking of something what I can make for some, because I always make my own dessert. We have a Sunday roast, obviously on a Sunday. So, and I've sort of been scouring internet for something different because I've made cheesecake. I made the butterscotch banoffee pie last week. Week before that, I made blackberry meringue. I just wanted something different. Getting a bag of pig's ears for her when I pick up my... Oh, well, you're going some sort of way to redeem yourself a little bit there, Wakey. I'm sure she'll forgive you. Nice cherry pie. So I says to Chris, I says, I've got 2 fruit crumbles in freezer. So I don't know whether to just get one of them out of freezer and because what I did, I made an apple crumble. Now I overmade the amount of crumble. So basically, because I've always got plenty of frozen fruit in. So I got some foil dishes. So basically, I filled them with strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. That it? Yeah. Anyway, and I filled 2 of those with them 3. The combination of them 3 fruits, and so it made 2 extra crumbles. So I've got 2 crumbles in the freezer, and Chris will say, well, you know, you don't have to make one every Sunday dinner. Just get one of them crumbles or whatever out at freezer. So I might take him up on his advice this week.
Actually listening. I'm going to record it and say, here's what I made earlier.
So yeah, so I might have a week off this week and just get one out of the freezer because he likes crumble. Let me check the pet shop to see if they do mail order.
I wasn't surprised if they did.
So yeah, so Tracy's, when I do the flapjacks on Tuesday evening, all being well, touch wood, Tracy's going to join me on the panel. She's going to be making it along with me. Same as I said, Laurie, flapjacks is that versatile. Basically, you can put anything in it. You know, I'm going to be putting sultanas, raisins, and chocolate chips. So, and then, oh yeah. She says, have you had your blondies yet? Callum absolutely loves them, Tracy. Yeah. So, yeah, he absolutely loves them. Now, I thought, with it being like blueberries, because Callum's a little bit picky, I thought, you know, they're not the sharpest fruit, are they, blueberries? They're a bit tart. And I thought, nah, I don't think they're going to be up Callum Street. He absolutely loves it. Wakey says, new channel idea, advice from Pixie. Well, you know, when he tries giving me advice, Wakey, it goes in that ear and out other. Doesn't say on the website if they do delivery. We'll message them tomorrow and let you know on Monday's stream. Okie dokie then.
No, I'm not going to set out now.
Is that Lucy snort? She's got her head in. There's no wonder she's snoring. She's got her head in your trainer. Sorry, I could hear this snoring and I thought, what the flipping heck's that? I looks over and it's Lucy. She's got her head right in Chris's trainer. There's no wonder she's snoring her head off about it's gas there.
I'm going to say, I know cats like scent, but bloody hell, I'm not good at that.
She'll absolutely love them, Tracy. You see, the thing when I made mine is I didn't let the blondies cool down completely before doing the icing. So the icing were a bit sticky. But with you making them, I'd suggest like you let it cool down completely before you put the icing on them. Oh Oh dear, wake, wake is, I can't say it without laughing. No wonder she's asleep. Knock a fly off a bucket of shit. I couldn't stop laughing. It's a wonder she ain't comatose. I don't know about hotels. Oh. But I mean, he's admitted himself his feet and his shoes stink. Talk about she's under general anaesthetic. Oh dear me. Oh dear. Oh dear. You must want your head looking at, Lucy. She's another one that's a sandwich short to a picnic if she's got her head stuck in Chris's trainer. Tracy says she puts there now back door at night. Oh dear. But yeah. But I just sat here. It's wonder you couldn't hear a snow hang them on the door. COVID won't dare come in. Yeah. But it's
if I take my shoes off right side, no chopper will come round, will they?
No. But yeah, I sat here and I thought, I can hear snoring. It's a wonder you couldn't hear her snoring. And I looked over and she's got her head right in Chris's trainers. She's knocked herself out with general anaesthetic. Oh dear. But yeah, she's another one that's sandwich short to a picnic. Oh dear. But oh dear, I can't stop laughing now. Off my exclusion zone. Oh dear. But yeah. Oh dear. You're bonkers, Lucy. Wonder if that's because you're not let her on your knee. Yep. Wonder if that's because you're not let her on your knee.
Yep.
She's took to sniffing your trainers now because you're not let her on his knee. Oh, pardon me. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you know, Gordo's got one of these. I forgot what they're called now. Dry everything out. Oh, tell me what they're called, Gordo. What they're called?
What called?
What Gordo's got? What dries everything out?
Dehydrator.
Dehydrator, that's it. Yeah, Gordo's got his own dehydrator and he makes all Ronnie's snacks for him.
Gordo, can it dehydrate my trainers, mate?
It'll probably blow up. Yeah, it's a dehydrator. Oh, Benny. Did you want telly on or something? He's knocking handsets flying. Oh. Oh. Gordo says he bought Ronnie some furry cow ears. Ugh. I know it's, but ugh. I got some good news. I now have my wax burner voice controlled by Alexa. I changed the wax burner to the new one with bulb. Works through the smart plug. Ooh. Oh. 2 roe deer legs. It spoils that dog.
Mm.
You need some charcoal powder sprinkled in your trainers. I bought him some of these.
He's not in that one though.
Aren't they?
No.
Yeah. Well, he knew what I was going to say. I bought him some like insoles that are supposed to freshen your trainers up, but he says that they ones that he ain't got them in because he's got like these like hiking. Well, they're not boots, they're trainers, aren't they?
Mm.
And he put some in there, but he says them there's no wonder they're all dilapidated. It's a wonder they're not dropping to pieces.
Yeah, it's got no inners on that one.
Oh,
I tell you, we needed some new ones for ages.
I'm so happy with it. Voice controlled by Alexa, and it works really well. Got a video coming soon. Ooh.
Alexa, how to stop smelly trainers?
No, I don't actually. No. It says, "Do you have a mortar and pestle?" No.
No.
That's one thing I ain't got actually. So I am on headphones, lol.
Mm.
I've got everything else, but that's one thing I ain't got. So, if Tracy's still here, have you used your pastry thing yet? Can you remember the ergonomic thing for pastry? Well, Johnny bought Tracy one, and I swear by mine to say that I think it was $4.99, I think, and it makes making pastry a breeze. You don't get all. Oh, it's a shame you could grind a little cat litter to powder and sprinkle that in his trainers. There you go.
Mm.
So,
I think we didn't think so anyway.
where is Bella? She's not been very good, to be honest with you. Amjad, and Kate haven't been very good either. So, I don't know whether you know, but she had a bit of a fall. So it's affected her really badly. So I mean, she were in Tuesdays, and she sort of said hello, and then she didn't say a deal. And I says to Chris after the stream, I bet any money she fell asleep. So she rang me the next morning. She says, I'm ever so sorry. She says, I got you, on I came in, I said hello. She says, and I must have fell asleep. She says, because by the time I woke up, she says, you'd finished. Hey, talk of the devil, and she's sure to appear.
Who's that?
No sound, and I can't lip read. We're talking about you, Bella.
Hello, Bella.
Amjad says, where's Bella? And I says, I'm just explaining about your fall and everything. And oh, keep an old sock full of it under the passenger seat of the car. No condensation. Ooh, there you go.
It's been warm for a week.
He says another good tip is to get some Lenore Unstoppable. Sprinkle a tiny bit in the trainers. It takes the smell away. Are you sure about that? You've not smelt Chris's trainers. It's all right. We're talking about Chris's smelly trainers as well, Bella. We heard this snoring, and I looked over, and she got her head buried in his trainer. I could see your arms waving about. Oh dear.
Wind desires, what?
Yeah, so you've got to lip read, have you, Bella? I'll come a bit closer so you can tell what I'm saying.
Sorry, I'm done.
EastEnders.
Oh,
We're talking about Chris's smelly trainers. Oh dear. But that's for Bella's benefit, by the way. Tell her to put an extra bob in meter and stop putting foreign coins in. I'll have to learn sign language. Oh dear. Turn it on and off.
usually does trick.
Oh dear. Amjad's had college. Callum actually went in all day yesterday. Okay then, Laurie. Thank you for coming in. Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, she says she's on a phone call.
Gordo's off for a minute.
Yeah.
Champion chips for his tea.
Chris had got radio on this morning, and because of the surge in COVID cases in a lot of the UK
I
universities.
just got back end of it. I don't know whether it was in a certain area or whether it's in all over.
Yeah, or just in certain areas. Yeah. If she starts wearing a tinfoil hat, she should get better reception. But yeah, it run radio on news this morning that they're considering switching, or I don't know whether it's just universities or whether it's universities and colleges, all learning online, because there's been such a high surge in cases in like university college settings that I'll call you tomorrow. I'm crap at lip reading. Okay then, Bella. I'll see you tomorrow.
No, the volume button, when you press it home, sound goes home.
But so I don't know whether it's same as Chris says, he only like caught back end of it, so we don't know whether it's like in certain areas or whether it's like nationwide. I don't know. Oh, I washed one of the students' hair in my class. Oh my God, I filmed it slow motion on my iPhone 8 Plus, side to side. Her hair is just wow. So anyway, we don't know whether it's all colleges and universities or just colleges and universities in certain areas. Now, I know Nottingham University had recorded 400 cases. Now, I also read that we are the next to go into local lockdown. It's not a matter of if, but when. So
stupid people not doing what they're told.
Yeah. So we anticipating that Callum's going to be the same, like the universities and colleges around here are going to do the same and follow suit and just do online learning. I don't know. It's sort of just hearsay at the moment. So yeah. You know, but it is what it is. Same as Chris says, you know, it's same as I've said. There's such a lot of traffic going in and out them doors. Yeah. In a nutshell, Wakey, yeah. You know, it's, but Nottingham University alone has had 400 cases. So, you know, it don't sort of bode well, because we've got 2 universities in Sheffield. Pardon me. So, yeah, it's just a case of really waiting and seeing what happens. But I had a notification. It's not a matter of if, but when. So, you know, it's just playing things by ear and seeing how it goes. So, you know, but I mean, same as I've said about Callum's College, and that's just a college and it's only a small college. There must be thousands of people walking in and out through college doors every single day. So you imagine 2 of the biggest universities in the country that they've got in Sheffield. You know what I mean? And Nottingham University's had 400 cases. So how many cases has Sheffield University had? At least 2 of them. There's Sheffield Hallam University, and then there's Sheffield.
It's already here.
I know, I can hear her. She ain't got her head in your trainer this time now.
It's not echoing.
Only a small percentage of those students will be local, the rest will be nationwide. But that one that I'd heard was 400 cases tested positive at Nottingham University alone. There's the one in Manchester. They've had a lot of cases. So, you know, it's the amount of traffic that's going through the doors every day. You know, the same as I've said many times, you don't know just by looking at somebody whether they've tested positive or what. You know, and often they've been in contact with somebody that's tested positive, and in turn, they've infected somebody by going into university. So, you know, it's but same as Chris said, I mean, this is no detriment, but there's all different nationalities going through them doors in university and in college. You know, I'm not saying one particular nationality, you know, are to blame, but there's a lot of different nationalities going through them doors, you know. But there is predominant areas in Sheffield that have got higher cases than anywhere else, you know. And I think there's about 10 areas in Sheffield that have had a lot more cases than other areas, if that makes sense. So, you know, but yeah, it's you know, I mean, like our Boris Johnson used to do these like daily whatever I mean, I stopped watching them ages ago. You know what I mean? We watched Good Morning Britain. Yeah, I agree with you there, Wakey. I agree with you there. And I said this to Bella the other day, I don't think they know what to do under the circumstances. You know, we've tried this, we've tried that. That's not working. So what do we do now? You know what I mean? I think that's what it's a case of. They don't know what to do for best. And even Boris Johnson himself come out and said that he didn't understand what restrictions were and what restrictions weren't. By the way, Jeanette told you my pa's garden was big. Yeah.
About wakey.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. It's another case that right hand. And it's got us if, you know, like I'm here. You watch it world go by and you're thinking, nah, I'm not going to take risk and going out. I'd sooner stay here where I know I'm safe than take the risk of going out and, you know. So yeah, she's took the hint now and she's lay on floor, still snoring, but she's passed out from smell.
Big gas.
Yeah. But live, laugh and love sex, drugs and sausage rolls. That's Johnny. Oh dear, they always say good morning Britain, the news they then proceeded by telling you it isn't good. But, you know, I mean, this is the thing. There's been like 4 or is it 3 students in Italy. And Ilman Imps, I can remember them. Ilman Imps.
What an imps?
Ilman Imps, can't you? It's probably before your time.
Yeah, before my time, no.
Lucy.
But
But he got face.
you know, we only sort to watch it on certain days because Chris don't like Piers Morgan. End of story. So, but yeah, there's been these 3 students. I think they stranded in Italy or something, and I don't know whether they've gone like on an exchange thing, and there'd been an outbreak of it or something. Blooming great. Good Morning Britain sent them care packages out and everything.
Is it supposed to be a challenge or something?
What?
Or did you win? Or is that
No. The British students, I think, and they stranded out in Italy.
Oh, they do
Now they keep testing them for positive. You know, see, I think they were positive, but they keep testing them until they become negative. So basically, Good Morning Britain has put them some care packages together. You know, and
why don't they just send back to bloody
but
UK
but
then?
thing
Why don't
is,
they
I mean,
stand
you'd think in a care package,
They'd,
you know, they'd want like food and things like that, and 2 on them wanted air gel. They must have asked them what they wanted in this care package, and 2 on them wanted air gel.
Build them an
I thought,
ass.
well, you know, for God's sake, nobody's going to see you if you're in lockdown. So what do you want flaming air gel for?
Build them an ass.
My dad had 2 Ilman Imps, a red one and a metallic green one. But yeah, right, I can remember Ilman Imps, like a square body. Like square. Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, this is the good thing as well. I were browsing Facebook earlier on, and we've actually got a food bank near us, and it says basically they've seen a surge in people walking through doors. Oh, pardon me. You know, since pandemic and everything, because people are out of work and can't afford, they can't afford to to live were being out of work. So they've had a surge in people turning up on the doorstep. You know, but I did have a look on website, and it says that you've got to have a referral. Oh, Hillman Avenger, I can remember them. Aren't they like, weren't they like Princess? I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, so the only way you can go to this food bank is you've got to get a referral, like a social worker, your GP, doctor. Anyway, you need a referral to actually go to this food bank. But if you're in real desperate need, Vauxhall, shove it. You know, if you're in real desperate need, they do like an emergency thing where you can just turn up.
Have free food.
If it's an emergency. But yeah, my dad had Vauxhall, not Vauxhall, Ford Granada, Ford, oh, he had an estate as well. What used to be Sierra, before it was Sierra, I forget what it were.
Search it up and you'll find type in what is the car before Ford, whatever you said.
Yeah, I mean, they're already stretched, Johnny, as it is. And I said,
That's
you
what
know,
she said.
you know, it's already stretched. They can't sort of,
That's what she said.
you know, they've cut the number of police on streets, and now they're expected to police everything. It's just not feasible. Cortina, that's it. That's it. Ford Cortina, that were it.
I say he's thinking about it. He's too lazy to go up his bottom and come
It's
on
already been on mine, Callum.
He's too lazy to go up his bottom and come on me.
I know. It's settled in now, Callum.
That.
But yeah, my dad were a big believer in Ford, like, you know, British. He had all sorts. He had Estate and Cortina, and he had all sorts. My dad did, but he were a big believer in Ford cars. Do you know what I mean? But he had a lot of trouble with one or two of his. You know,
I see.
Wouldn't start in cold weather.
I've seen some on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Sheffield page that I follow.
Yeah.
Apparently, well, Army's been out apparently and asking everybody if they want a free test.
Huh. Oh.
And has been knocking on everybody's doors.
Supposedly.
I also had a Marina. Oh, I can remember Marina.
Marinas. We've had a
Which
Marina.
was as rotten as a pear. I picked a gearbox up, put it in the boot, and it fell straight. Yeah, that's basically what Callum's just said, Johnny. He says they've he's seen it on. He says snap, Callum. Yeah, that's what he's just been on about armies offering free
COVID test.
Yeah, well, that's what Johnny's put.
Right,
It says London's army's been knocking on people's doors offering free COVID tests and asking people to install the track and trace app. Well, that's it. So, and then that's when it says snap, Callum. Did a bit of brickwork for a friend. He was skint, so he gave me a Cortina Estate as payment. I had nearly 250,000 miles on it. But, you know, in large, I mean, my dad always bought Fords, but there were odd lemon among them because there were one particular one that it were all right while weather were nice, but as soon as cold weather started to come, it were a bugger to start. It wouldn't start.
If the army comes at our door, tell us.
Your dad heard on radio this morning. I don't know whether it's because they only caught tail end of it. They're on about moving all learning online because Nottingham University has had 400 cases. I don't know whether it's sort of around here, But we've got 2 universities, haven't we, in
Sheffield.
Sheffield? Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody hope not.
And a polytechnic as well.
Yeah. So, are you in college next week then?
No.
No.
Online.
Online all week? Oh, that's all right then.
Is
The
it-
worst car I owned was a Fiat 126, all 2 cylinders of it. 0 to 60 sometime next week.
If Barbie comes to our door and asks for me to come, I'll tell them to bugger off.
Well, that's it. But yeah,
Stick it in me, lad.
yeah,
That sounds very ominous. That.
that's a test, not
It's a test.
vaccine. What about
Yeah,
test?
inject
They
you or
don't.
what?
No. When they do a test, you put it up your nose and everywhere.
Oh, is that what,
Apparently, it ain't very pleasant.
is it like that thing I had up my nose?
Hey,
Is it like that thing I had up my nose?
I think it's like like when you do like a swab, like these big cotton bud things, but this thing and they push it right up your nose.
You take it out.
Yeah. Then they put it in like a tube and it's sent off. I had 5 Ford Escorts, would still be driving Escort, but they decided we needed the Focus. Awful looking car. Yeah.
You like Ford Focus?
No, it's what's that one you don't like? Car. What car? Yeah. Chris don't like the Ford car.
Car short for crap.
Yeah. I mean, I like Fiesta and Focus. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
What?
but this is it. I mean, it's like we all take multivitamins, and I've said to Chris, as long as you keep building, because these two take these vitamin C's, and it says immune health. So I says, we keep taking these vitamins, you can build up your own immune system. Ford cack.
That's not right.
Uh, He says, I got pulled speeding in the 126. I said to the copy, you're joking, ain't you? But yeah, that out of the old sort of Ford range, that is one thing that Chris didn't like. He don't like the car.
Don't like that smart car at all.
No.
Crap.
Yeah, the smart cars, Chris says, well, I wouldn't have one of them. He says if I were given one.
Ours is a smart car, isn't it?
Guess who's got one of them?
Who?
Paul.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's no wonder you're going out in your car then. What you say? I won't be seen dead in one.
Like you say, he's not going out. It's Sunday. Apparently.
Oh
I thought ours was a smart car.
no.
No.
We're on about it. I don't know who makes them, but they're a smart car and there's only 2 seats in them. They're like a little sandwich box.
Well, that'll fit me in one of them.
Can you imagine me trying to squeeze in one?
No, thank you.
I drive a new shape Mondeo. Love it, so quick and but I've always liked the Mondeo. Yeah, Chris absolutely loves Mondeo. You know what I mean? But they the 2 cars that he don't like. He don't like the little Diddy smart cars.
Why are there about cars?
Johnny had a. Is it? It says larder.
Larder.
Yeah.
I've had a larder. I know. Not that. I've had a Skoda.
A Skoda.
No, not only a Skoda Rapide.
I drove home like about put out of hell. Was Jesus Christ had a choke out all the way.
Well, those were the days. Pulling show car to start car, Callum. Oh.
Wakey says I haven't been pulled for speeding for a while. Last time I was doing 112 in a 50 mile an hour zone. By the time the coppers caught up with me, I had stopped taking off my helmet and had 2 or 3 drags on a ciggy. Oh dear. But yeah, it's I mean I think
Hey?
has she farted? Bodywork was 50 Shades of Blue. She's getting your own back for having her head in your trainers.
Oh my
Oh, no,
lord.
come over here, Lucy.
It's all right. Lucy's let what?
Bottom that's that small, Lucy, comes out.
Lucy's let one
Lucy's
drop.
fart smells like.
Jesus.
Why are you covering your nose? Is
Because
she
you come-
farted over
Just
there?
come over here.
Yeah, well, she's left that smell over there with your dad.
Yeah, but it's lingering.
She's looking around as if to say, why are they all laughing at me?
Just go back over.
The 127 had 50 Shades of Rust.
50 Shades of Farts more. Like.
Yeah, Lucy said, so that I'm out of here. Yeah.
50
Oh,
Shades
dear.
of Farts more.
Yeah, Chris is had to admit defeat and open the door.
Who smelt it, dealt it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you've heard the saying, them that smelt it dealt it.
I brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, we heard Lucy snoring and I looked over and she got her head right inside your dad's trainers. Oh dear.
Weird cat, that girl, isn't she?
I know.
You've got to be a bit naughty to be a pickling, mate. You know what I mean?
Had a mini like that, Gordo, complete with Carlos Fandango wide wheels. Chris's first. Tell them about your first car.
Oh, God, what did it go for? My dad said it was a great bargain. 350 quid, top notch. He's checked it all, everything. Super duper weird. First week exhaust fell off. Second week lights didn't work. Third week ball joint went. I said, Dad, I'm selling it.
Yeah, and his wheel come off.
Come off rolling down the road.
He only had three wheels on his wagon. Johnny says, I used to slam car door window would fall down what you want for 200 quid. But yeah, Chris's first car were a mini. Oh dear. And I still laugh about it when he says ball joint went. He says, and the wheel were rolling down thing. I says, so you ended up with three wheels on your wagon then?
Oh, did you actually see it go that wrong?
Yeah. See your wheel.
Well, come on, through parked car.
Wheel is gone.
Yeah. Gordo says when you used to shut the doors, the bottom of the doors would fall onto the floor. The 70s and 80s Fiats were not known for their bodywork. Oh dear. But yeah, it sounds like minis weren't either.
Oh, this is 80s cars were rubbish.
I can just imagine Chris sitting in car and Will rolling past him.
Like that,
Is that mine?
like that gift with bushes going down, that rolling thing, 12 whatever going down Sara or something.
Yeah, my first car was a Morris Traveller.
Not seen that one.
No,
Not seen it.
Wakey says my first car was a Morris Traveller, which I still like. Isn't that what Roy's got in Coronation Street?
I think so.
Yeah. And Johnny says you used to take key out of it, and it'd still be running 2 minutes later.
that wings and dust or whatever.
Oh, Gordo's posh. His first one were a Capri.
Ooh, snobby gate.
I might not get a car.
Oh, you will. Sort your trust fund out, haven't we? Yes, because he gets his trust fund when he's 18. And
I'm becoming a man in a month.
Yeah, and he basically, when he were born, the government had got this thing where they put like 350 quid in, and then another 350 when they were 7. So, you know,
it builds up. So I'm going to be rich.
it could be worth about £2,000 by now.
I'm rich.
Yeah. Come on then.
Getting up ladies.
Carl, you're not going to pay for it.
See
Oh no.
see it morning.
See you in the morning.
Metallic green with a black vinyl roof. Ooh.
6.
Key barrel was a bit worn out. Could start it with a spoon.
That's what she said.
Any idea on the real volume? I don't know. I don't know. So there's been bits and bobs paid into it over years, and there were like a 300 when he were first born.
It's after no,
you-
it's
you got-
after September. You know, you get like a load of money. Or
No, what I'm saying is they don't do this trust fund now because I think it would cost the government too much money. But when you were born, they put 350 quid into it, and then when you were 7, they put another 350 quid in. Now you think you've had that money in trust for you.
Dad sold his Sheffield United shares and put that into it, apparently. Split it between him and Stephen.
All right.
Granddad.
Yeah. So yeah, it's had quite a bit, added
Money.
to it over the years, and you think that's been in trust for him for 18 years.
Wait till I'm 30, I'll get loads more.
No, because you don't have to get it out when you're 18. It's
I
so
know.
you can't legally get it out till you're 18.
Screw government, I'm breaking rules. I need my money. What?
That officially is your money when you get to 18, but you don't have to get it out. You can let it build up some more. So
Depends how much is in.
I don't think so.
Oh.
It was separate. I mean, they abolished it years and years ago.
But it said after.
But
He was
it
just having kids to get this money.
If you were born after September, I think it was after September 2002. I think.
Yeah. Well, basically, because Callum were born in 2002, that's when they just started it. So we got the initial £350 when you registered birth, etc.
Started it.
So they send you, they ask you to set up a bank account. So basically, that's been sitting there for 18 years.
So what's this bank account then?
I put it in Barclays because I'm with Barclays, aren't I? So
it being yours?
no, just go to bed, Callum. My biggest regret was selling my second Capri. I had a 2.8 injection special. Oh, Callum, stop it.
Go
What?
to bed.
It says in graphite grey, worth a fortune now. Seen one on eBay for 35,000.
What?
What a car that Gordo had. So, but yeah, I mean, such things as them. I mean, we've been watching like it's I don't know where it's based, but the one of programs that we watched, they went to Brazil, and one of programs we watched, they'd gone to Mexico, and they were like looking. The one in Mexico, they were looking for Porsches.
In the morning.
But the second one, they were in Brazil, and they were looking for, were it a Splitty, a Volkswagen like camper van type of thing. But they ended up having to have a bulletproof car made especially for them, because it's that they've gone to two most dangerous areas, Mexico and Brazil. So it were interesting, weren't it? Got his headphones in, he can't hear. But what about that program that we've been watching? Chrome. What's that program we've been watching? Chrome something or other. Where they first they went to Mexico, and second they went to Brazil, didn't they?
I can't remember now. I know what you're on about now.
Oh, Capris are fetching silly money. Even a basic 1,600, you're looking to spend at least 6 to 7k to get a decent one. But Chris's like favourite is what were it? What you watched with Mike Brewer?
Oh, Wheelie Dealers.
Wheelie Dealers. So God, I had 3.0 pump. I can remember them. I can remember them and all. But the only problem you've got with all these old cars, it's spare parts to them. If anything goes on it, you know, can you easily
Yeah.
can you easily obtain spare parts for them? I mean, I know there's probably specialist companies out there that you know, that do spare parts for old motors. A Posh Cavalier, yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, you know, there's always you know, internet's a good thing because you can always source, like, all you've got to do is like I don't know, Caprice spare parts, you know what I mean? You know, there's bound to be somebody out there, and more often than not they do like mail order stuff, so you don't actually got to go to wherever. You just tell them what you want and they say yeah or no. And you know, if it's nothing like big or whatever, I suppose they'll you know, they'll mail them out to you. So, but I always said, you know, looking back at 70s and 80s, they don't make them like they do nowadays. They don't make them to last. So I'll have a coffee, Mr. P. One I have now is the longest, 8 years. Got to get a new one soon. Oh.
It'll be one.
It doesn't matter then. It doesn't matter.
You're not bothered then?
No. But I mean, we've had some dodgy cars over the years, haven't we?
Oh,
What about that Renault? What were it? Renault Megane.
oh, they bought it down there for it.
Yeah, going down motorway in that or down a bypass. Oh dear.
If you got an headache, you haven't got an headache, you would have
Yeah, yeah. That, oh God, that were. I think that we got soda lemon with that one. Yeah. Oh dear, it didn't half make some racket. You couldn't get in boot, could you? No, we couldn't get in boot.
Well, the best thing about it, couldn't off a window. And wants me to go buy a spare part before I even bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they sort of says, well, we'll go to Scrappy, went to Scrappy and then got wrong part for it. Okay then, Amjad. He says he's still here, he's just tired. So yeah, you know, I mean, boot won't open. So we said, you know, what is it? It was something to do with mechanics or something, or electrics or something, door locking mechanism or something, I don't know. So basically, even before he bought it, they wanted Chris to pay for, you know. Chris says no. He says you can sod off. So he says, well, we'll sort it then. Supposedly know what they're doing, went to scrapyard for one and come back with totally wrong thing. So Chris says, well, that don't bode well. So yeah, I mean, we got sold a lemon with that one. But I still reckon oh dear. The guy I swapped with had it 2 weeks before he wrote it off. He planted it in a wall in the town centre. Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, when I were 8 months pregnant with Callum, I mean, we ended up going through a wall, and that were his pride and joy. That were a white Ford Mondeo. That were. And Chris absolutely loved Mondeos. Hang on a minute, Wakey. He's put a thing, he says he's on about getting that one.
Very nice, Suzuki.
Hiya, Becky. How are you? Can you recap what I've missed? No. We're talking about old cars now, Becky. You know, they don't make them like they used to. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. Yes, very nice.
Think that was next car then.
Oh, what are you doing, Benny? Yeah, we've just been talking about old cars and what else we've been talking about?
Smelly socks.
Yeah, Chris knocked Lucy out because she got her head in his trainer. So she gassed herself. I think that's about it, really. Oh dear. You know, owed me great Chris Samjad. But yeah, you know, being sold what we call a lemon, like old cars and, you know, rust buckets and, you know, one that sounded like a tractor and, yeah, you know, just, you know, sniffy. Oh, most interesting part. Lucy was sat on Chris's knee and she farted. So she got her own back on him. She gassed him out. So we ended up opening the door and letting her out because she farted on while she was on his knee. Yeah. Nothing interesting really, Becky. You know, Fartgate and Chris's stinky feet. That's about it in a nutshell, Becky. So, Marcus Rashford among COVID heroes honoured in Queen's birthday list. Whoop-de-doo. It says Marcus Rashford among COVID heroes honoured in Queen's birthday list. Would love an old Mini. Not one of those Poncy new ones that are bigger than a four-door saloon. They even do the Mini in an estate now as well, Wakey. Tomorrow's forecast, 13 degrees, showers. So there you go. Yeah. But yeah. She's still wandering about half dazed. Lucy, I'm on about. So I've decided what I'm making. Oh, okie dokie then. What do you all think about Trump having COVID? Oh well, the less said about that, the better. You know, but hey ho. But yeah, me and Tracy are going to be doing chocolate flapjacks on Tuesday evening, Becky. So if you're around, pop in and say hello. So yeah, we're doing chocolate flapjacks. Typhoid Trump spread the ill feeling. But yeah, I mean, I've got I've not got an opinion any, you know, anyway other, you know what I mean? Whatever people say. Ah, Benny! You know, whichever way you look at it, it's going to do what it's going to do anyway. So you don't, I hope so. Do you mind linking me the recipe? I'll send it you now, Becky, while I think about it. So it's a case of, you know, you just have to sit and shake your head because there's no words. Alexa, make me a hot chocolate. Well, you know,
Well, I'm gonna have a coffee if you want one.
no, I'm all right, baby.
You sure?
I've sent it you, Becky. I thought, well, I'll do it now while I think about it. I will be me and Tracy will be making it on Tuesday evening, but same as I've said, 64k for a Capri. Oh, Gordon, been it. Wakey says, yes, please, Pixie.
Nobody's coming up.
Looks like William Hill going to keep my money. I bet he would be assassinated before the end of his term. Yeah, you're welcome, Becky. That's what me and Tracy's going to be making on Tuesday evening. But I always put sultanas and raisins and chocolate chips in mine. But same as I said, flapjacks are that versatile. Basically, you could put anything in them, like nuts, walnuts, pecans, whatever, almonds. You know, flapjacks are that versatile. You know, and I'm just sort of putting my, you know, I said to Tracy, even though Tracy's going to be joining me on the panel, she don't have to put the same things in what I'm putting in because their taste is different. That's gone right to the beginning again.
Hey, check on your thing.
Yeah, I'm still live.
Oh.
But that one here, yeah, look.
Is it the beginning? Hang on, let me check the phone. What is that?
Benny stood on my laptop. I don't know whether I've never had or made it. Oh. It's basically an oats recipe, a bit like granola, but you first off you do the sugar, golden syrup, and you know, hiya, Paul. Yes, I remembered. Offline earlier, great stream tonight. Thank you, Paul. It's all right. Benny had gone on me on my laptop keyboard and he took it right to very beginning. So yeah, so I think he'd paused it or something. So yeah, you know, flapjacks are really versatile. You know, where the hell has that been kept, Gordo? In a museum? Oh, you weren't signed in.
Keeps on looking at me, this boy.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I like to put you know, sultanas in. I've got some raisins, so I might sort of put a handful of raisins, a handful of sultanas. Shows how far back it is. Benny Romney. Hiya, Jamie, how are you?
Is that Scott?
Mm-hmm.
I know Scott, lad.
So yeah. But you see, the original recipe that I've got, they were meant to be in oven for 40 minutes. Now these only take 15 minutes. Trace, I was saying to Tracy, it's not feasible to do it on a live stream because they've got to be in oven for 40 minutes, and then you've got to let it cool down before you, you know, put the top layer of chocolate on. But this one, it only needs to be in oven for about 15 minutes, so a bit more doable, let's just say. So,
Dixie creatures.
but yeah, so I thought, well, being as I found a quicker recipe, I'll actually got a rib sandwich with my name on it. Ooh. Okay then, Becky, thank you for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one then. See you later. But yeah, Mrs. G is a cheeky sod. She said you're on the TV. She was referring to the film Dirty Grandpa. Bless her.
That's for telling her a cooking's bad.
Oh dear, she's getting her own back on you for pulling all her bakery to pieces, baking to pieces. But okie dokie then, Namjad. I'll see you later. I'll not be long before I'm shutting it down anyway, because we got an Instant Pot saved up a long time for that one. Can't wait for all the great meals. Ooh.
Oh, yummy, yummy.
Watching Murder by Death after this stream. But yeah, so yeah, I think what I'm going to do, Tracy, is I'm going to put milk chocolate chips actually in with the mixture, like raisins, sultanas, and milk chocolate chips. But then I'm going to top it with white chocolate. Either that or other way round, put white chocolate chips in and put milk chocolate on top. Either way, you know, if I put white chocolate in the mixture, I always put opposite kind of chocolate on top. So she's going to put fruit and milk chocolate and white chocolate, yeah. But I mean, I've got some mixed peel. I mean, I could easily put some of that in, but I don't like to overdo it. We're having sort of, if I'm putting sultanas and raisins in, I'll just put the chocolate chips in, because I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want it be having too much in it. So, but yeah, I mean, like the ones I made for Bella, I put chocolate chips in the mixture, but then I topped it off with white chocolate, if that makes sense. But either way, you'll love them, Tracy, because they're absolutely gorgeous. So, so yeah, that's the plan for Tuesday night. But same as I said, Tracy, you could put whatever you want in them. You know, you don't have to sort of stick to what I'm pouring in mine. You know what I mean? You can put whatever you want in. The recipe, and you know, the you know, what to do is exactly the same, except, you know, for what you put in the mix. Engine going to need some nursing, not even close to running. Oh.
Oh,
But but the thing is, the old type of cars, you know, they were made to last. The cars that they make nowadays aren't, in my opinion.
no.
I don't think anyway. So, but you know, because they're mass produced, aren't they? So, oh, thank you very much, Paul. I'll be shutting it down shortly anyway, because it's 11 o'clock. And, you know, I only like to go on 2 hours. So, yeah, I've been going on 2 hours anyway. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shut it down, and I'll see you on Monday's stream. That's oldest to us 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It says give over to Netmost for rock boxes after 5 or 6 years. So yeah, so I'm going to close it down, and I'll see you all on Monday, touching wood, and all being well. So okie dokie then. I'll thank you for coming in and having a laugh with us, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye for now.
Bye.